I made my dad cry on purpose after he tried to be a good father only when I was dying. So I'm 20 and I just got diagnosed with leukemia, the bad kind. I'm always exhausted, everything hurts, and I'm completely bald from chemo. I look like a ghost most days. My parents divorced when I was 5 and dad married this woman Kelly when I was 7. Right away, she basically told him it's either me or her, and he chose her. I'd still see him sometimes, maybe for a few hours on weekends, but I was never allowed to sleep at their house or really be part of their family. He'd always end our visits by saying he loved me, which was complete bullshit. If he actually loved me, he would have fought for me instead of letting his new wife push me out. I was really close to my grandparents on his side since my mom's family all lived overseas. But here's what really messed me up. My grandparents would show me all these photos of dad taking his new kids on vacations to Disney World, camping trips, baseball games, everything I wanted to do with him. They'd tell me about family dinners and birthday parties I wasn't invited to. Seeing him be the perfect dad to his other kids while treating me like a weekend obligation destroyed me. I hated him for years. Then I got diagnosed and suddenly everything changed. It's like something broke inside him and he finally decided to be a real father. He started showing up at the hospital every single day, bringing me food, staying overnight in those uncomfortable chairs. He even brought me to his house and introduced me to his kids for the first time, even though Kelly was furious about it. He keeps saying he wants to make it up to me, that he's always loved me, and he wants me to know that before anything happens. But honestly, it makes me sick. Where was this energy when I was 8 years old, crying because I couldn't understand why daddy didn't want me around? Last night he was going on again about how much he loves me and how sorry he is. I just snapped. I told him to stop with the bullshit. I said, "You never loved me enough to stand up to Kelly until I was literally dying. Your other kids were always your priority, and you're only here now because if I die, the guilt would eat you alive." He started crying, begging me to stop, but I couldn't. 15 years of anger just poured out. I told him how much I hated him when I was little, sitting at grandma's house looking at pictures of him being the perfect dad to kids who weren't me. How I hated Kelly and his other children because he saw them as more worthy of his love. I told him they were his real family and I was just the leftover kid he had to deal with sometimes. That all this sudden attention was just him trying to clear his conscience before I potentially died. By the time I finished, he was sobbing, full-on breakdown, crying. That's when Kelly came storming in, called me a bastard, and kicked me out of their house. My mom and stepdad think I went too far, saying dad is really struggling with my diagnosis. But honestly, I don't regret it one bit. I finally said everything I've been holding in for 15 years, and it felt incredible. He had every chance to be a good father when it mattered, when I was young and needed him. Instead, he chose his new family over and over again. Now that I might be dying, suddenly I'm worth his time. Too little, too late.